Good morning, I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Elias Gallegos, in for Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style, and it's Friday the 13th. I said it. Are you superstitious?
No.
Maybe superstitious. Well, you know what? I'm not that superstitious, although I have a couple little things. Like a couple things.
I do too.
But I think they come from my parents, you know, growing up. Like my mom always says, don't put your shoes on the bed. It's bad luck. And, you know, things like that. A hat too, right? See, I didn't know that one. Well, I know there's also the spilling salt. Now, if I spill salt, I always throw it over my right shoulder and make a wish. I don't know. And then if you step on the crack, you break your mama's back. And then there's the black cats crossing your path, which I saw when I was in Florida, a black cat, and I pretended I didn't see it. There's also the walking under ladders. There's the breaking mirrors, 7 years of bad luck. And then there's what you said, placing the hat on the bed. Those are, I don't know. Do you believe in that stuff?
Well, and there's also in baseball, you never want to step on the white line. That's bad too. Don't do that. Even if you're not a player, you don't do that.
Why?
Well, because then you'll strike out and have errors and stuff. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, I mean, I always wonder if other people are very superstitious. I know some people who say that 13 is their lucky number, and others who think 13 is bad luck. You know, a lot of times when you go into big buildings and you're on the elevator, they don't have a 13th floor. Have you ever noticed that?
Yes, in Las Vegas, you will not find a 13th floor. So there are obviously lots of superstitious people out there and concepts, but we want to hear from our viewers. What are you spooked by? Send us your comments to facebook.com/New Mexico Style, or you can send them to casa.com.
There's the information. I'm so glad you didn't wear a Jason mask today, because I was really worried that you're going to try to scare me, because I'm a huge baby and I hate getting scared. I don't like any of those Friday the 13th movies. I don't know about you guys.
Neither. I'm not a big scary movie guy. I'd rather see a Bond or something like that.
Yeah, I'd rather see a romantic comedy. I'm just definitely not into that. But I know a lot of people tonight will be watching. I'm sure all of the late night movies on cable are going to be like the Friday the 13th series. So don't be scared.
Well, let's check in with our KRQE News 13 anchor, Elizabeth Alvarez, for today's headlines.
What's going on over there? No, I am actually proud to say I am not superstitious.
You're not?
No. Maybe when I was younger, I was just a teensy bit. But.
You are pretty tough, Elizabeth.
There you go. Good morning, New Mexico. Top of your morning news headlines this morning. All right, stealing is bad enough, no doubt, but stealing from children, even worse. And listen to this. An Albuquerque woman is accused of taking money from the Jackson Middle School PTA and going on a major shopping spree. APD says this woman here, Ginger Tracy, racked up more than $6,600 on the PTA's Sam's Club credit card. And take a look at what cops say she bought. This life-size nutcracker that detectives pulled out of her home near Juantabo and I-40. Police say Tracy also bought a TV, an Xbox, alcohol, cigarettes, and some food. Neighbors tell us they wondered where she was getting all the money, since they say she doesn't work.
See, her mom just died here about 6 months ago, and she's been without money for a long time, so.
Well, Tracy is charged with embezzlement. Her bond is set at $500. And a New Mexico school employee is accused also of stealing thousands of dollars from schools. This school employee actually pled guilty to it. Roberta Sanchez, a business manager for Vaughn Schools, pled guilty to stealing yesterday. She's been sentenced to 3 years probation for racking up unauthorized charges between 2006 and 2008 at Vaughn Municipal Schools. The court has ordered her to also repay $10,000, which is the money that is owed to the school district. If you're looking for a job, a major retailer is hiring. Home Depot says it will hire 70,000 seasonal workers for this spring. Yeah, apparently this is the busiest time of year for them. And Home Depot hired about the same amount of seasonal workers last spring. And get this, they kept 35,000 of those employees that are now permanent employees at the store. A commercial that shows quarterback Tim Tebow shirtless is creating a lot of buzz this morning. The Denver Broncos star was featured just briefly in a jockey commercial a few months ago. And guess what? Since then, underwear sales have surged. Yeah. Jockey, by the way, says that they will give away $1 million worth of free underwear if the Broncos actually win the Super Bowl. Certainly wish we could have shown you a little bit of that ad. Might have been a little bit interesting. And that wraps it up for your morning headlines this Friday morning. Be sure to watch Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and myself every weekday morning from 5 to 7 a.m. on KRQE News 13. Elias, Nikki, back to you.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Okay, so Giants-Packers this weekend. That's going to be a big game, too.
There's some big games on.
Biggies. I think I'm the 4 o'clock game. I don't know. I'm so excited about this weekend, though. This is going to be a really big weekend for football fans. So
I can't wait.
And we're really excited about our the big game show that's coming up too. I've been kind of teasing it all along, but I haven't told anybody what it's all about. But it's going to be a keeper.
Yeah, it's a secret for now.
The weekend before the Super Bowl. So you'll definitely want to check us out for that. And in the meantime, Albuquerque Comic-Con is the Duke City's biggest event, second only to Balloon Fiesta. In fact, last year 11,000 fans attended, and this year promises to be even bigger and better.
This star-studded event begins in less than an hour at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't wait.
I mean, this is it's like the doors are literally opening in, I think, about 54 minutes. And big names going to be there, including Lou Ferrigno, of course, the Hulk, and Sam Trammell and Kristen Bauer from True Blood, Brent Spiner from Star Trek, Dean Stockwell, Rachel Lee Cook, Gil Birmingham from the Twilight Saga, Jake Busey from Starship Troopers, and this is going to be your favorite, Nick Gillard, the stunt coordinator, and Jedi Master for Star Wars episodes 1 through 3. Oh, there's your friend Deep Roy.
There he is.
There he is. We love him.
I do love that guy.
There's, of course, Darth Vader. It's going to be fun, and we're actually going to head out there this weekend and get to do some really exciting action that we'll bring you next week. But here are the details. Let's take a look at those.
Yes.
January 13th to the 15th, of course, beginning today, ending Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And what's really cool is in addition to all the afternoon activities, in the evening hours, there will be some after-party events, too. So definitely going to be fun.
Nikki, I'm sensing the Force is strong with you.
The Force is with me and also with you. Now
We've learned a lot about the art of the drink on New Mexico Style.
We have.
And this Sunday, the New Mexico chapter of the United States Bartenders Guild is mixing art and the drink, which benefits Working Classroom A, multicultural creative center that encourages art, education for disadvantaged youth, in addition to mixologists. There will be painters, photographers, tattoo artists, and musicians.
So many things going on. It's going to be really fun. And tickets are available at the St. Francis Hotel in Santa Fe, where our Liquid Muse and good friend Natalie Bovis shakes up and stirs some fun, and Jazz Bar here in Albuquerque, which is the venue for art and the drink.
We like Natalie.
Yeah, we love Natalie. We love to rock the Jazz Bar. Rock the Jazz Bar. In November, we told you about a new... Don't give me that look. In November, we told you about a new business that's actually opening at the Pavilions at San Mateo. You were there. It was Platos Closet. Now, Platos Closet buys, sells, and trades gently used clothing, and that's generally for teens and 20-something boys and girls.
I actually introduced the viewers to the owner, Jonathan Searcy, who at the time they were just buying clothes to build their inventory.
And it was pretty empty when you were there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Oh, wow, look at that.
I know.
They're not empty anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they're officially open for business. They carry all the hottest names and brands and styles, and the coolest part of all of this is that they carry them up to 70% less than the mall prices. So you can get things like American Eagle, Forever 21, Express, Roxy, Lucky, you know, all really
Quicksilver,
good stuff.
Nike.
Yeah, Plato's Closet is a really great way to save some money. And take a look at the screen right now. You can write down exactly the details. Located at the Pavilions at San Mateo on 5000 Cutler Southeast in Albuquerque, and hours are very convenient for all, so you definitely want to check it out. Really cool, huh? And you can still sell your clothes to get money back too, so really nice. All right, now this is really cool. We were talking about this at the beginning, at the top of the show.
Yes.
Waddel and Reed's Traveling World War I exhibition honoring our history has rolled into Albuquerque for its 28th stop on the national 75-city tour.
And for one day only, the Albuquerque public can experience the sights and sounds of World War I and honor World War I veterans and all veterans since.
Which is so important, of course. And we're very happy to say that our Kristen Van Dyke is over at the Anderson Abruzzo Albuquerque International Balloon Museum, where the exhibit is actually parked. Hi, Kristen.
Good morning. It is a cold start. I'll go ahead and tell you that at the Balloon Museum, so bundle it up. But what a cool thing we have here. It's a traveling museum of sorts. It's an exhibit, and you can see this big 18-wheeler behind me. That's where it's all happening, and the exhibit is inside. And this morning, I'm with one of the organizers, Selva Franklin, with Waddel and Reed, who's going to tell us a little bit about this World War I traveling exhibit, and we're actually going to take a look inside too. So go ahead and just tell me a little bit about it.
World War I Museum headquarters and Waddel and Reed headquarters are both in Kansas City, and this is Waddel and Reed's 75th anniversary, and of course we have the big centennial coming up in a couple years. So Waddel and Reed decided to team up with the World War I Museum and take it around the country to 75 cities, and raise funds basically for World War I Museum, and in Albuquerque for the Balloon Museum.
Right, absolutely.
So you know, the funding is cut in most cases in museums, so we thought this was a good thing to do.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's only going to be here for a day, so you need to go ahead and check it on out. Let's go ahead and try to go inside really quick and take a look at what it looks like inside. It's really cool in here. There's all kinds of exhibits, their uniforms. You can take a look at some of the weapons. We're going to take a quick look in here and kind of see what you can expect. It's going to be open 9 to 5 today, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 9 to 5, admission is free, but you are accepting donations because we do still want to raise money for these museums.
Right.
So here's some of what you can expect when you come in. There's like a little history of Waddel and Reed, who also, they served in World War I, right?
Correct. They served in World War I, and I understand Mr. Reed was actually with the Balloon Corps, I guess.
The Balloon Corps.
Yeah, in World War I. So yeah, this is very appropriate then. Yeah.
It is very appropriate. So anyway, it's huge. They've taken this truck and kind of blown it up, unfolded it, so there's like almost a maze of things in here for their kids and adults alike to see. So definitely cool, definitely check it out, and we're going to talk more about this coming up a little later. But let's get to the weather. It is really chilly out there, so you're going to want to bundle up. A couple of places we'll take a look at. Pagosa Springs, beautiful start there. The Sangre de Cristo Mountains, you can see the snow on the ground. Won't see a whole lot of snow this weekend, though Sunday night we're watching a system that may bring in a little snow for the northern mountains. And of course, outside right now, temperatures are very chilly. We're starting off in the 20s this morning for the metro area, and we're going to be looking at temperatures around the state this morning in the 20s, teens, and even single digits up in the northern mountains. The coldest start we have had so far this week. Let's take a look at what's going on outside. You can see the clouds that we had yesterday have cleared on out. We're going to continue to see mainly clear skies as we head through today and tomorrow. Lots of sunshine for us. So now let's talk about how it's going to shape up as we head into the weekend. Plenty of sunshine today. It will be warmer than yesterday, but temperatures overall just a little bit cooler still than normal, so it will be a bit chilly. But tomorrow the big warm-up moves in. We'll see more sunshine and temperatures out east, 50s and 60s this weekend, and we'll even approach 50 tomorrow in the metro area. So as you go into the weekend, here's kind of what we're looking at. We're going to be looking at mainly sunny skies. Sunday the winds will start to pick up a little bit, and then we're going to watch those temperatures top out in the low 50s. We will see a few more clouds around, but we'll be watching for snow up in the northern mountains. So no snow for us here in the metro area. It's going to be a nice dry week for us with more sunshine, and temperatures take a bit of a dip early next week, and then we're back to the sunshine as we head toward next week. So a beautiful day. It's a cold start. You're going to be here again from 9 to 5?
On and off, yes. I will be here in the afternoon, actually.
But everybody can come here from 9 to 5,
yes,
right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. There will be people here to guide them and, you know, to walk them through, and also to take donations.
Okay. And what's your favorite part of this traveling exhibit, would you say?
We should probably walk over there.
Well, we can't do it right now, but we will take a look at that. We're going to be talking again a little later on. So, but your favorite thing is just around the corner?
I believe so, but the whole idea, I think, is really very nice, and, you know, to remember our history and to honor it, and also to celebrate our 75th anniversary. So
absolutely. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Selva. Again, we'll talk with Selva again, and we'll take another peek at what's around the corner here in this museum. So don't forget, stop by right by the Balloon Museum, the traveling World War I exhibit. Nikki?
Thanks, Kristen. And yeah, we'll get back to Kristen a little later.
Thank you.
That's fun. And speaking of celebrations and celebrating lives, nearly 50 years ago, as we said, a man had a dream. You know who we're talking about. We honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. coming up next.
The devil is the people of brotherhood.